For months, my wife, Liana, had been slipping away from me. Late nights at the office, whispered phone calls she hastily silenced when I walked in, and an unfamiliar confidence that glinted in her eyes like a weapon. I pressed her day after day, trying to understand, but she always snapped, telling me I was imagining problems that didn't exist. One evening, while chopping vegetables, my phone buzzed. It was a message from her. I'm working for my ex now. If you don't like it, leave my house. The words froze me. She hadn't even had the nerve to say it face to face. She sent it from her ex's office. Working late. Naturally. Quiet, dangerous anger crept into me. She assumed I depended on her. She thought this home, my sanctuary, was hers to command. I didn't reply. I packed a single bag, walked out, and let the night swallow me. If she wanted a war, I was ready. I pulled up the tracker I had installed months ago, not out of paranoia but necessity. She'd long stopped giving me reasons to trust her. It confirmed she was still at Damien's office. I parked across the street, hidden in the shadows, watching. Minutes later they emerged together. Liana laughing, her hand brushing his arm, oblivious to my existence. They walked into a restaurant nearby, sitting close, her body leaning toward him as though she had never left. I stayed in the car, recording everything. Evidence. Proof. She had made her choice. Now it was my turn. Damien, her ex, ran a fragile tech startup that survived on thin promises and fragile investors. Years ago, I'd helped him when Liana and I were still solid, which meant I still had access to old accounts, files, and, thanks to his arrogance, unchanged login credentials. Back in a dimly lit hotel room, I logged in. Everything worked. I wasn't there to break the law. I was there to reveal it. And there it was. Fabricated user numbers, fake growth statistics, investors misled by his inflated projections. I downloaded every file, then meticulously assembled it into a precise, damning report. By sunrise, every investor, banker, and board member received it. I didn't destroy Damien's empire. He destroyed it himself. I only handed the world the truth. The aftermath was instantaneous. My inbox flooded with shocked emails. Investors pulled their funds. Board members suspended him. Employees quit en masse. By midday, the press labeled it one of the swiftest corporate collapses in recent memory. I sipped coffee, unmoved, watching the chaos unfold from my hotel room. Liana hadn't reached out once. She probably assumed I was heartbroken, impotent. She had no idea that while she played assistant to her ex, I had dismantled his entire empire. At 4 p.m. my phone rang. It was her. Screaming. "What did you do?" she demanded. I didn't answer. I let her fury pour out. Finally I spoke. "I didn't ruin anything. I revealed the truth." Her voice softened, pleading now. "Please come home. We can fix this." I almost laughed. She didn't care about me. She cared about the chaos she'd created. "Come home," I repeated, steady and calm. Long pause. "I'm sorry," she whispered. She didn't mean it, but I made sure she realized it anyway. That night I returned, not to forgive but to finish the story. When I entered, she looked smaller, fragile, like a child finally understanding the weight of her actions. "Please don't leave," she begged. I stopped her with one sentence. "Pack your things." Her face crumpled. I placed a folder on the table. The house's deeds, mortgage documents, every legal paper proving the property belonged to me. She fumbled through the papers, desperate. "We agreed to share this home," she said, voice trembling. "I never said it was yours," I replied evenly. She sank onto the couch, realizing the truth. She had thrown me out of a house she never owned. Every apology, every tear, every excuse. None of it mattered. I watched silently as she packed, reliving every lie, every insult, every moment she tried to diminish me. I felt clarity, not vengeance. This wasn't revenge. It was closure. When she finally reached the door, she whispered, "Where will I go?" I answered coldly, "Try your ex." "Oh wait, he's unemployed." When she left, The house felt lighter, quieter, free. I sank onto the couch and realized I hadn't lost anything. I had reclaimed my dignity, my peace, my home. I blocked her number, deleted old photos, and opened the windows to the evening breeze. Hours later, a new message appeared on my phone. "Can we talk?" I didn't respond. Instead, I whispered into the empty room. "You told me to leave, so I did. And now I'm never coming back. Asterisk.